Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy, my channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of commodities. We're going to work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and the commodities and ETFs that I follow. Obviously, I'm going to give my financial opinions along the way as we go through all these different charts. And if you need any help with anything, check out finding-value.com. We have a platinum question and answer session coming up this Sunday. We do have some questions already kind of in the mix, and you can see my portfolio and see all that stuff. So let's dive in. Let's take a look and see what's going on today. We've got the DXY. So we had weakness yesterday. See this come on down. And today we've got strong yields rolling on to the upside. So generally speaking, the dollar just moves wherever yields go. So let's go look at yields. So yields, we've got 3.5% up move on the 2-year with a pretty strong yield curve inversion. So this is interesting because we've got this kind of inverted head and shoulders that is a potential. I'm not calling for it, potential. But this is throwing a rock in that. We've got a large surge today in interest rates to the upside. So, when I look at this, you go back to the dollar. We very well could be putting in a bottom here. We start to head higher, and this is a double bottom. That is a possibility. How high this goes, well, that's dependent on the markets, but I mean, we could be heading on up. With yields going higher like this, yields could even go up. Pretty strong move today, and that makes me think that yields are going to continue to the upside. We saw that also in the 10-year. We saw the bounce coming yesterday. I said that's going to be a bounce. Now we need to see what bounce we're going to get. Well, it bounced pretty good, and it finished quite strong. If we were to look at this from a kind of a different time frame, we've broken this downtrend line, and we're starting to move higher here. That's what I'm seeing on the short term. So I think we could go higher still. It's possible. Same with the 30-year also went up, and this is a reversal pattern, guys. This is a hammer candlestick and then a bullish engulfing today. If we look at it from the 5-day, what it's basically doing is breaking this downtrend line. We broke it, came back. This is a higher low, and this is a higher high, and we're in an uptrend right now by definition. The way that I can view that is just by looking at the candlesticks on the 1-year of this hammer candlestick and a bullish engulfing. That means we're going to continue to the upside. Generally speaking, stronger yields, stronger dollar. And the dollar also looks like it's trying to put in a bottoming pattern. What does that mean? It could be a headwind for precious metals because when yields go up, precious metals does not like that. They also don't like the yield curve inverting. It means that we've got more inflation, more strength in the economy than what most people perceive. I know employment numbers came out, and construction strong, and construction spending, all these different things, strong. So, I think yields are going up, not down. So the TYX-TNX ratio, it's lower today. We've got this kind of downward momentum in yield curve inversion. There it is, going on in the short term here. It doesn't mean that gold can't go higher, but it's a definite headwind when the TYX-TNX ratio is heading lower, when it's inverting. So gold down $28 an ounce, and this does look like we could come back to that 1915 level, 1930 level. It's possible. Maybe we have a little bit larger pullback in store for us than even that, depending on those yields. Silver also heading a little bit lower, but we're right at support. Not really going to make a decision there. I'm long all this stuff, guys. I'm long. I'm just going to wait, but this still could go higher. And then platinum's not as impacted by the yield curve inverting, but we have had a pretty big pullback here, and we'll see where we go. If we get down here, guys, I'm ready to buy. Like I'll take out the wallet and I'll start buying some more. XAU to gold ratio up a little bit, but looks like we're contracting in the size of the candlestick. We could see it kind of come back a little bit in the short term. CRB index up 0.9%. Pretty good bounce. And we're basically around this heavy support resistance level all through there. Lots of shares being traded. CRB S&P 500 down a little bit. Looks like that wants to continue lower. Momentum's definitely to the downside. So CRB can underperform the S&P 500 for a little while. Put in that bull trap, put in that bear trap, so to speak. So GDX is down with gold today. It doesn't look too bad. It's hanging in there. GDXJ also down a little bit. It's not horrible. This could be a continuation pattern. We'll have to wait and see in the short term. SILJ also, this is a bloody nose. It could be a continuation pattern to the upside for all of them. Let's wait and see what yields do. Let's wait and see what all this is in the short term. Crude oil up 2.6%. We've seen strong buying pressure under here acting as support. So that's good. And then we've got the broken down trend line there. Breakout, retest, and maybe we can get some momentum to the upside here. Again, I'm not trying to make predictions. I'm just saying good momentum. Let's see if it can continue. Crude oil, we're coming up into the summer months. This is generally when we draw down on inventories. We'll see how much we draw down on inventories. We have cut back. I should say OPEC has cut back on supply a little bit, and we'll see how that supply tightens up the market. That should hit in June here in any second. Natural gas up 1.1%. We're still doing the trampoline jumps down here, going back and forth. But I do expect this to base out for a while, so just be patient with it. XOP, yeah, you know me, up 4.11%. Man, I don't know where this is going to go in the short term, guys. Look at this thing. Actually, that looks really good on a weekly. That looks ready to go higher on the weekly basis. And then on the dailies, yeah, we were up today, but it looks like to me that we are squeezing up. I mean, we've got lower highs, we've got higher lows, all squeezing to this tip over here of this corner. And then we'll see which way we break. Even if we dip down or kind of like, work our way like this, I still think it's going to be bullish. That's my opinions there. What's his name? Rosenzweig, Goring and Rosenzweig came out saying that they think peak oil is here, Hubbard's peak, which is interesting. OIH up 5.12%. We've broken that downtrend line that I threw in there, and we're doing the rocket ship higher here. That looks real strong. So that looks good. Sprott Physical Uranium Trust. Usually when you get up against these resistance lines, you get a little bit of a wick. We didn't get a huge sell-off here. Just a little down day. I don't know, guys. I think we could do a little bit of launching here if we want to. It's open for the buyers to take advantage of this move. I think it could be ready. URNM up 0.95%. Again, guys, usually you get these large buying pressure candlesticks. You get a retest move, and then you launch. We're getting that retest move. If we don't really move back too much, maybe this market's stronger than what I think. URNJ is also, up 1.91%. This is usually a profit-taking day next to these big green guys. Looking at TAN is still within the pattern. We do have a bullish engulfing yesterday. That looks good. We came up and the momentum's coming back down throughout the day. COPX also launching higher, gapping higher. A lot of people, if they basically subscribe to the gap theory, all gaps be filled, but all gaps don't get filled. Only like 60% or 70%, whatever it is. I looked one time a long time ago. They don't all get filled. LIT also gapping up there. We're still within the pattern, but we could break out of the pattern if it decides to break here. REMX also looking really strong, especially on the weekly here. Look at this, guys. That looks good. Let's see if we can break this thing to the upside. SPX heading higher. That's breaking out. Let's go to the dailies there. There we go. Boom. Breakout. Looks like it's going higher. NASDAQ also going higher. This is going to be, I think, a bull trap eventually. I don't know where it's going to peak out at. I'm not here to tell you the exact peak. What I'm just telling you is the big picture view is what I use it for. And big picture view, I think we're going to get a peak here, and we'll get another peak somewhere. Emerging markets up 1.72%. Likes that commodity juices flowing. So that looks really good. I think emerging markets looks good to eventually just rip it. XHB, whoa. We're in a housing crisis, guys. What are we doing going up 4% today? I thought we were in a housing crisis. This is probably going to break to the upside, and it's going to say, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Just wait until the people see the construction spending. Moo also moving higher. Yesterday we had that reversal candlestick, the bullish engulfing, and we popped higher today. Copper up 0.44%, but we've got some resistance up here. You can see the wick and that resistance line going across where we've had some previous trading going on there. There's that resistance line that we got to break through. Iron ore basing out. That's what I'm seeing, and eventually will turn and go higher with time. Nickel thrown in a 1.67%. Looks like people are getting a lot more bullish. Base metals are kind of firming up a little bit. Aluminum also grinding itself sideways, but I think eventually it'll work its way up. We are up above support here. We've got Baltic Dry Index getting smoked to the downside, and we're still doing that return move type stuff. Newcastle coal futures also heading lower. And there's a lot of momentum here, guys. This is going to need to base out for a while. Let it go. Like, just be patient here. I mean, if you got to scratch the itch and buy something in the coal area, go for it. But I don't know. I don't like buying stuff when we got momentum like that, just rip into the downside. It means there's a lot more selling pressure than buying pressure. Let it get down to this support level down here at 110 or something, and then we'll see where, we'll do the trampoline jumps. Ethereum up 2.28%, and I still think it looks good to go higher. We've got large green candlesticks, small red candlesticks. We also have kind of a little maybe trend line pattern breaking out today. So that looks good. And then Bitcoin also moving on up today, 1.4%. I still think this looks ready to go higher, not lower. I'm basing that off the candlesticks and what they look like in that circle there. Large green candlesticks, smaller red candlesticks, generally that works its way higher. We're also sitting on top of an inverted head and shoulders, and a lot of the times you get these squeezing patterns that happen that break to the upside. So that's what I'm seeing there, guys. But that's what we've got for today. I think that's all the sectors that we've got. Oil's looking good. Uranium's looking good. A lot of commodities look good. Let's hope that momentum can continue. Again, I don't know the future. I don't think anyone knows the future with any sort of certainty, but charts are saying they look pretty good. What I'd like to see is the housing market really firm up here with the construction employees, construction spending, all that stuff. Guys, it's not doing the crash thing. It's going in the opposite direction. It's going up. I'll cover that in the Twitter information. There's some information that I'll cover there very briefly on it, and I'll give you my opinions over there tomorrow. So that's what I've got for today, guys. Thumb up for the content, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe to the website if you'd like. We'll catch you guys later. This is Finding Value.